Ah, it's a great day for America.
Hans vlogs once or twice a week.
Hello, my friends. It's me, Professor Hans von Puppet. It's been a little while since I posted a video here on the YouTube. I apologize for that. I've been busy with, the hemming and hawing of the daily life, doing the stuff, the jobs outside of the YouTube. But I have not forgotten about you. I know you look forward to seeing me here, and I want to try to bring you more things all the time. And I thought today would be a good day to talk about the Defense of Marriage Act and Proposition 8, which have both been struck down by our great United States Supreme Court today. You probably have read about this by now. It's been all over the internet, all over the Facebook, all over the TV news. But let me give you my perspective on it. It's two things. It's the DOMA, the Defense of Marriage Act, and it's the Proposition 8, okay? DOMA, what it said was that no state had to recognize a same-sex marriage from a different state. Because some states it's legal in and some states it's not legal in. And the Defense of Marriage Act was a thing that was passed a while ago that said, no, we don't have to recognize that in the federal government or anywhere else. But the Supreme Court has struck that down after a lot of good arguments, saying that it's unconstitutional because you cannot deny equal protection under the law to someone because of anything, like especially because they're gay, perhaps, So, anyway, that is gone. So now the states have to recognize each other's states' civil unions and marriages. Interesting side note, the U.S. Supreme Court 10 years ago today did another judgment about homosexuality. They struck down individual states' rights to ban gay sex, to make gay sex illegal. Sodomy, it was called. And lots of states had anti-sodomy laws saying it was illegal to have gay sex. But they decided that that is unequal rights for people and that it was unconstitutional to deny that. And the dissenting arguments, I think it was Scalia, said at the time, 10 years ago today, just you wait. Before you know it, there'll be gay marriage in America. Just you wait. Well, I guess he was right. Anyway, back to the story. The justices were very hemming and hawing. I think it was 5-4 judgment on that. They didn't really pronounce it's all 100% everything legal now. They did like the very least they could to move the ball forward on the civil rights field. Now, Proposition 8. Okay, here's the deal. Once upon a time, somebody decided that it was legal for same-sex couples to get married in California. Basically, I think it was a judge in San Francisco or something that basically declared it was okay because it was unconstitutional not to let gay people be married. So there was a ballot measure called Proposition 8, which was to keep gay people from being married and to nullify the weddings that had taken place already under this statute. Okay? Now, because a lot of money, millions of dollars by very conservative right-wing groups, including the Mormons, thank you very much, put money into that, it passed. They convinced the electorate in California to pass Proposition 8. This is because overwhelmingly old people vote. And overwhelmingly, old people are the most homophobic and the most kind of behind the times on this. This is an issue that's going away as the population grows up, gets a little older, and the younger people who understand that gay people are human beings and not freak shows, their rights are going to become just obvious to everyone. That's the way the wind is blowing, folks. So, just get used to the idea, you old farts, and let go of it. Anyway, Proposition 8 passed, okay? But then it was challenged as unconstitutional. And the Supreme Court of California said, yes, you're right, it is unconstitutional, and it was struck down. However, it didn't go away right away. The people who put all the money behind Proposition 8 said, hang on a minute, you gotta go through proper channels here, and they fought that. And they decided to take their case all the way to the United States Supreme Court. But the state of California kind of realized that people don't want this anymore, and they decided not to defend this law that was passed. So nobody was there to defend it. So they let the people who were for Proposition 8 go to Washington and defend this thing in the Supreme Court. Okay? But what the Supreme Court said basically is, no, you can't do that. If the state is not going to stand by this law and defend it, you can't defend it for them. Therefore, the whole case is thrown out, and it never existed. No more Proposition 8. Go and get married, and that's fine. They didn't say marriage was okay between same-sex couples. They didn't say it was legal. They just said that they had to throw out the appeal on its repeal, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, this is getting complicated and long. The bad news, in my opinion, is that the court did not get really into it and really, use their platform to let people know about gay rights and about the human rights and all of that, and really take a stand and saying this is the way it's going to be going forward. They did sort of the least possible they could do to improve the state of same-sex marriage in the United States of America. Baby steps, people, but the winds are blowing. Things are happening in the right direction, and I'm very, very pleased about it. Thank you very much for listening. This has been Professor Hans von Puppet. Like I said, haven't been posting much lately. We are getting ready for Comic-Con in a couple of weeks in San Diego. This is going to be a big deal. We're going down there in full force. We're going to interview a lot of people, get a lot of great shots of the girls in the sexy cosplay outfits like we've seen before, and you are really going to enjoy the Professor Puppet stuff that's cranking out in July. So stay tuned for that. I see you soon.